Welcome back to Top Repairs. If you're thinking about buying a used car, I'm going to show you guys step by step what you should check to make sure you're not getting ripped off or you're getting cheated. And this is going to be part number one. And I'm going to show you guys how to check the check engine light, how to check the dashboard light, and I'm going to show you guys how to check for codes. Let's begin. First, make sure the check engine light is on when you start your vehicle. The check engine light should turn on for about 2 seconds. The check engine light is going to be located on this side on the instrument cluster, and it should turn on. If the check engine light did not turn on when you start your vehicle, it means that the vehicle was tampered. If the check engine light did not turn on when you started your vehicle, it means that either that check engine light bulb was burnt out, or number two, it was tampered with. It means that somebody took out the instrument cluster and they physically took out that light bulb. So I suggest that you walk away and don't buy that vehicle. Next, take your seat belt and wear it. That seat belt light should turn off. If that seat belt light did not turn off, it means that vehicle was probably been in an accident. Also, if you see the airbag light is on or you see the SRS light is on, I suggest you walk away. The only light that should stay on is the handbrake light when it is still on. There should be no light illuminated on the dashboard beside the handbrake light. Next, take your scan tool and plug it into the OBD2 port. If the scan tool is unable to communicate with the vehicle or the scan tool is not turning on, it means that you might actually have a computer issue. So again, I suggest you walk away. However, if the scan tool is working, next I suggest that you check for codes. So make sure you check for pending code, and also make sure you check for hard code as well. If you don't see any hard codes or no pending codes pending, it does not mean that the codes were not erased. It is possible that either that battery was disconnected, or the battery died out, or they had the battery replaced, or maybe the seller erased the code. And I'm going to show you guys how you can check it. Go to your scan tool and go to the part where it says I am readiness. You want to click on it. You want to make sure that all of the monitors are ready. For example, this is misfire, this is for the fuel, this is for the catalytic converter, that's for the evap system, that's for the O2 system, EGR, etc., etc. You want to make sure that all the monitors are ready. If the monitors are not ready and you see a bunch of X on it, it means that the vehicle battery was disconnected, and it also means that you need to drive for at least 35 miles to make sure that all the monitors are cleared. So if the monitors are not cleared, it means that battery was disconnected. So again, I suggest you walk away, because you have no idea if you might have issue with the evap system, or you may have issue with the fuel system, or you might even have an engine misfire as well. So again, I suggest you walk away when the monitors are not ready. So that's going to be used car buying guide part number one, how to check for erase code. And I'm going to make part number two, part number three, and part number four. Stay tuned. I hope you found that lesson useful. As always, thank you for watching, and subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.